Have you ever asked yourself why psychotherapy didn't heal your pain? My short answer, I'm not surprised. Because psychotherapy looks in the wrong direction. It looks into the past, while healing from pain requires something completely different. Looking into the present, the here and now of pain. In today's video, we're going to correct this mistake. I'll explain to you why psychotherapy doesn't help and how to process your emotions the right way to heal your pain. So if you've been asking this question, first of all, let me reassure you because you're not alone. Many people who struggle with pain and try psychotherapy get disappointed by the effects of the treatment. So first, let's focus on what not to do, what doesn't work, and then we'll go to what works, what can actually help you. Let me give you an example. Around 8 years ago, I met a 40-year-old man who was doing psychotherapy for a while and trying to release himself from the pain through it without success. And on our first meeting, he shared with me his frustration. He said, I've been doing psychotherapy for so long now. And I looked back already to the age of 3 and couldn't release the pain. And then he asked me with frustration, how far back do I still need to look? So I reassured him and I told him that actually he doesn't need to look any further in this direction, that in order to heal from pain, we have to do something different. So naturally he asked me, so what should I focus on? And then I explained to him that in pain therapy, the most important tense is not the past, but the present tense. We want to look at the emotions and emotional triggers that take place in the present, the here and now of pain. After guiding thousands of patients through pain healing processes, the most effective things to do when looking at our emotions is two major things. One is processing the day-to-day emotions, the usual tensions that build up and cramp up when we experience pain. And the second thing is the fears that are tied to the pain, the fears that come together with the pain and exacerbate it. Our best strategy is to process those two types of emotions. And the good news is that even though it sounds like a complicated thing, it's actually not, because our technique, our strategy is one and the same. We want to acknowledge these emotions and give them a healthy outlet, like for instance in writing or speaking them out loud. Let's understand now how to do it correctly. So how do you process your emotions? I'm going to give you a simple way that you can do that. 8 years ago, I did a survey between my patients and I asked them one simple question. I asked them, what is the emotion that bothers you most? They were, of course, suffering from pain, and I wanted to understand how I can help them more through processing the right emotions. And I was expecting to see answers like, I'm concerned about my marital status. I'm concerned about my relationships. I'm worried about my financial affairs. Or I have problems with my elderly parents or with tending my kids. But to my great surprise, there was one word that repeated itself over and over and over again in all participants' answers. This word was fear. I then further analyzed the results and I saw that there are 7 different categories of fears that repeat themselves, so a pattern emerged. And now I want to share with you those fears. These are the 7 fears. The first is fear of a misdiagnosis, as if there's something bad going on that nobody detected while trying to understand the source of the chronic pain. The second one is fear that we'll never get out of it. The third is fear of the next wave of pain. This is really terrifying when you have chronic pain. The fourth is fear of deteriorating after there's been some improvement. So we are afraid to lose our achievements. The fifth is fear of pushing boundaries or trying new things. This is what causes people with chronic pain to narrow their lives and activities more and more. And the sixth is fear that the body can't really be trusted. We used to feel our body in a certain way, and then it doesn't react in the same way that we used to experience it. And the seventh is fear of returning to a previous state of weakness or injury. So your next step is to go over this list of 7 fears and identify if any of these resonate with you. And if they do, you want to process them further. And I haven't seen even a single person with chronic pain that doesn't experience at least one of these fears. So after looking at the list, you want to choose one of those fears that you found within you and give it emotional outlet. How do you do that? You can either write in a diary, or if you don't connect so well to writing, you can take your smartphone and record yourself. And once I even had a young man who told me that both ways doesn't work for him, so he did a vlog. He actually did a video blog just to himself. He recorded himself on video, talking to the camera and expressing his fears, expressing his emotions to the camera. He then deleted it, of course. And the thing is this is not psychotherapy. We don't want to analyze the emotional content that we meet within us. What we want to do is give it emotional outlet, write it down, speak it out, or record ourselves on video, and then either delete it or throw it away. Now, that's not just a symbolic act. We want to throw it away because we also want to release ourselves from the burden of these emotions. So we acknowledge their presence. This is your first step. Then we express them fully, and then we release them. This brings about a great relief. And the more you do it, the more relaxed, confident, and calm you will feel. What you can do is take the first fear on this list and for 3 consecutive days, either write down whatever comes up, whatever is related to this fear, or record yourself and then let it go. And after 3 days, either repeat the same fear if there are any residues left from it, or move on to the next fear, and so on and so forth. As I mentioned before, this is not a complex process, and it's just a single process, because after taking those fears, you can do the same process also with your day-to-day tensions. Acknowledge them, give them a name, write down whatever comes up to you regarding to those emotions, and let them go. I've seen this simple technique help my patients over and over again reduce both their fears and their pain at the same time. So if this video has been helpful for you, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you're struggling with pain and you want to learn another technique that can help you release the fear and the pain, watch this video here.